Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the amazing teachers joining us today. Thank you, first of all, thank you so much for taking time out, especially in this month, where I'm sure all your plates are full, right? You're all, behind completing the syllabus and, giving your tests and preparing all your students for the exams and all of that. So, before we begin, so basically this session, so we Aishwarya and I were thinking what session do we do this time, and this was on top of our mind that let's give out strategies with which teachers can actually conduct or prepare students for a stress-free exam using Class Saathi. So that's the concept for today. That's the topic for today. So before we start off, I just want to do a very quick icebreaker here. So please use the chat box to answer this question. What stresses you the most as teachers? What stresses you the most before final exams? So I'm giving you 4 options here. So you can use the chat box to say A, B, C, or D. So A is completing the syllabus. B, so you see that students are not revising seriously. That stresses you out. Third one is you're not able to identify weak students in spite of that it's been already getting to the end of the academic year. Fourth is all of the above. So start dropping in your 4. Okay, B. All right, B. So Aishwarya, please note this. So one of the things that really stresses our teachers is that students are not revising properly. B. Four. Yes, so basically it's either all of it or it's either B. Aisha, you're on mute.
Yeah, I was saying it's I think it's B. Most of the teachers feel B is the concern, but most of the teachers also feel that it's all the given options that we did. So
right. So yes, so we've taken note of this. So it's either your students are not revising well or it's all of the above that stresses you all out. So I'm sure you are also thinking or you're worrying about, will my students be ready? Have I done enough? Or did they really understand, or are they just memorizing what has been taught in class? So all of these things are running in your mind, and you're worrying about all of these things. So we have arranged this session so that with using while using Class Saathi, you could prepare your students, prepare yourselves as well, to be ready for the exams without any stress. So I hand over the session to Aishwarya to take it forward from here. Post the session, so before we close, 10 minutes before we close, as promised, we open the room for QA, live QA, where you can ask your questions, and we'd be happy to clear all of them out. So yes, over to you, Aishwarya.
Thank you so much, Viju. So hi everybody. It's very nice to see all of you together again after a very long time. Like Viju mentioned earlier, the biggest challenge right now that you guys mentioned was revision, right? Student not revising properly. But along with that, there are a couple of other pressures or challenges which you face is basically completing your syllabus in time, right? This is the most common one, because when you see that, okay, this is the pace that I'm going in, how will I be able to complete such a big syllabus? So it's a big pressure between you rushing in completing the syllabus and also giving your students the relevant time so that they understand the concept and are able to comprehend to it and then give an exam. Then that comes under our uneven levels of learning, right? Then we have silent students. So no matter how hard you try, no matter how hard you are spending time explaining the concept to the students, there will be definitely 2 or 4 students, maybe more than that, in your classroom who will be very shy, hesitant hesitant while the class is going on. So it's very difficult for you to identify whether they were really involved or not. And then there is this limited time to fix the gap, because right after you are pursuing your goal of completing the syllabus, and then there is this very short time where you get the time to sit with the student, revise, or try to make sure that whatever gap the students had earlier, you're trying to fill it, but that time is so short, so it's like you are rushing into things. So this is the biggest challenges which you will be facing throughout the year, especially when you're nearing exam. The reason why we kept this concept or this conversation for January specifically, because what we feel is, since it's the beginning of the year, it's the diagnostic time for the teachers. So just how you go to a doctor and the doctor is able to see you and understand through your symptoms what is the diagnosis. Based on that, the doctor gives you treatment, and then you get back healthy, right? So that's how a teacher is a doctor for your classrooms, right? So now you are able to diagnose in this January session, and that January session is very important, because if you are not able to correctly diagnose your students, how will you give them the correct treatment to get back to the best health, right? So that's how you are going to use Class Sathi to make sure that you do correct diagnosis, and then you will be using that diagnosis to treat your students accordingly. So basically, we'll be understanding how we can complete the entire challenges, all the 4 challenges that were discussed earlier and which you mentioned. How do we cater to those? How do we ensure that all of it is taken care of in that given small period? And I think January is ending soon, so you do not have a lot of time in your hand, but still it's enough time for you to make the most out of it. So without any further ado, we'll just dive deep into it. So I think one of our biggest challenges, so you are doing everything, you are trying to complete the entire syllabus, then how are you able to see or do diagnostic tests, right? A daily test that are going to help you see what is happening. So imagine you have completed the entire syllabus, and now it's the period where you are just going to do some revision. In revision, what you can do, so there are a couple of features in Class Sathi which can be utilized. I'll just quickly share my screen. I'll show you the entire solution. Second, I hope my screen is visible. All right. So over here you can see, when I go to the Class Sathi application, I will have this play option, wherein I can click on this play option and I'll have chapter sets and revision sets. So chapter sets is what? There are going to be 15 questions per chapter. So if you want to particularly select a chapter and do a revision on that, you can go for this one. But in this case, where you want to take an assessment for multiple chapters together, you want to do a quick assessment, in that case you can go for revision sets. Here you have an option to select multiple chapters together. So you can see I've selected the first 3 chapters. Within those first 3 chapters, I will also have the subtopics of these chapters. So I can select them or remove them, whichever I want to keep, I can keep, and I can customize the number of questions I want. So based on the time limit you have, you can customize the quizzes, customize the number of questions, and then use it to play the quiz. So this is one revision option here. One more thing you can do in this case is, instead of playing 15 questions or 20 questions, why not you go for shorter questions? Like daily diagnostic quizzes can be 5 questions or 10 questions on whatever you have explained. So if you're doing like a small revision session with the students, you can simply select those and make a short quiz covering the main concepts of the chapter. So you'll be able to use this, right? This is one, and since these are short and frequent quizzes, the student will be coming across this concept again and again, and that's how they'll be able to smoothly revise to it. Okay, so this is there. Then how do you do this? So let's say if you are explaining this and maybe you're explaining this concept, and all of a sudden there are some students who are really thinking that okay, maybe we don't know. So you can tell the students to they can use this help button, right? So when the student clicks on the help button, you know that there are some students who are asking for help, and then you also have an access to whiteboard. So this whiteboard is something which you can use extensively, because this is like a very amazing tool that we have added. So you can annotate, right? You can draw however you want. You can also scan whatever you have drawn and annotated, and then you can ask Genie to do a search for you. What it does, it goes on the Sathi Genie platform and then gives you all the different resources which you can use to explain the concept to the students. So right now the question was related to compass, and I'm in grade 7. So all the relevant information related to compass is here, right? I can use it to give some context to the students. There are different images here. I can simply drag and drop them. If there is some explanation I want to do related using a video, so I can also drag and drop the videos here, and I can ask the student to watch the video, understand the concept, and then answer the question, right? So the small quizzes, the 10 to 15 questions quizzes, are basically helping you to revisit the concept too. So usually what we do, we teach and then we do an assessment. But since we are talking about the diagnostic assessment, you are selecting different chapters, creating that quiz, and while you're playing that quiz, you're not only asking the student to answer, but you're also using your own resources to revisit those topics that you have explained earlier, right? So that's there. So when the student starts answering the questions, as usual, you know that the roll numbers will be highlighted into green, and then when the student answers the question, you are able to see the question score. Now when you are able to see the question score despite of your explanation, you can see there are a couple of students who have given wrong answers and correct answers. So you can find out who are the students who have given the correct answer, and you can also identify the learning gaps. So as I mentioned earlier, the diagnostic time also helps you fix the gaps. So unless and until you don't know where the gap is, you won't be able to fix it, right? So you will be able to identify the learning gaps, see what wrong option your student have chosen, and who are the students who have chosen that. So in that case, you can also use the whiteboard again to give them deeper understanding on that concept, or you can also use a concept cards. This is something which is part of an existing question bank, so you can use this. You can also use a video on the YouTube to show it again, and then once the student are more confident, you can go towards the next question. So this is how you can do it. And now let's close the quiz. After closing the quiz, you are taken to the most important data point of all, right, which is your class average. Now imagine you have spent 3 months, you have collated around 15 questions that cover 3 chapters, and your class average is right now 17% during revision, which is quite concerning. Why 17%? I've done so much of hard work in past 3 months. Why did my students score only 17%? How should I make this 17 into 91%, right? So for that, you can have the report with you. This is something quite important, because here you can see what are the scores of the students. You can open any student, you can see what option they have chosen, where they have asked for help, where the student have taken the time to answer the question in comparison with the entire class. So you know the individual student performance here. Now you also have question wise report, where you can see what has happened per question. So you can open those questions and see where the students have gone wrong. This way I know which student to focus on and which question or concepts to focus on. So I know the gaps and I know how to fill the gaps also. Along with that, the treatment that you can do after getting the diagnosis is assigning homework. So this is something which is recently added in the application. So after getting the report, you also have an option to assign homework. You can select the questions where the student has been scoring low, and then you can assign them as homework to the students. You can also shuffle the questions, select the duration when they need to submit the questions, and then save it. So teachers, if you are using ClassRT application, I hope you know there is also a student app where the student can go back home, log into the student application, take homework and test from you, and do their own revision. So when the student gets the homework from you, they will be able to actually sit, revise on it, answer the question, and you will be able to see instant report in real time as the student answers the question. So you will be able to view that too. Okay, so maybe in our next session, maybe in February, we can have a webinar where we explain how the student and the teachers can give homework and test, and we can focus on more of that part. But yeah, you can also do that from here. And in terms of helping them understand where they want more support, the teachers also have a library option where they can add their own notes. So there is this class notes option. You can create multiple categories. You can add all of those notes here, and you can also share it with the students on the student application. So this way, when you know there are a couple of students who need support, some extra support you, because I know there are different levels of learners in the class, right? We have a diverse learners in every classroom. Some student may not need so much attention, but some student will require your intervention. They will need your guidance. So in that case, what you can do, you can identify those students, use this assignment option, and give them personalized homework. This way, what will happen? When I know if Rohan in my class has been consistently scoring low in this chapter, I can simply select the chapter and assign that homework to the student. So that's how easy it is. And while we are still talking about the diagnosis, that means finding out what is the problem and how do we find out what the problem is, then you can also take a look at the report section. This is the real treasure, teachers. This is where you are going to find all the valuable information. Of course, the assessment is going to help you. AI is going to create the quizzes for you. You have a real-time report where you don't have to sit and manually check all of it. But you will require this report because it's so diagnostic. It's so robust for you guys, because here you can get the performance level right away. So out of 40 students in my class, there are 39 students who have to focus on. So I know which are my target students right away. What are the things I have to focus on? So I have this topic section over here. There is this strong, weak and help requested section. Strong section will show all the concepts where the student have been answering the questions correctly. Okay. Weak is going to be the section where these are the concepts where the student have consistently giving incorrect answer for the questions asked. Help requested is where the student have raised their hands when the assessment was going on. And next to these different tabs, you have the Genie option also. So if I select the strong topic and I click on the Genie option, you know what it's going to do? It's going to create more questions, and these questions are going to be challenging questions. So these challenging questions are going to make the students think about the concept even more. And then because the concept is already a strong concept for the students, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging, so they can use their brains and answer it. Then we have the weak section. If I go to the weak section and click on this Genie option, it's going to give me questions which are easy, so that the students who were not able to give the answer correctly, now they have a lower level of questions, so that is going to help them build the confidence on that particular concept, and then this weak concept move towards the strong concept as they keep on answering the question. Then we have help requested, where you will, if you use the Genie option, in this case you are going to get questions that are little bit mixture of strong and medium. Basically, the idea would be strong topics are going to be the ones where, the help requested are going to be the topics where the students were a little bit of confused. So anything that is going to help them practice more on that concept, it's where you are going to get the medium plus easy kind of questions. Okay, so that's the strong and the weak topic, and also you'll be able to see the progress of every chapter. So you can see, open any chapter over here, and you can see all the concepts. So when I know that this both of the concepts proficiency is weak, right, you already know the diagnostic, so you can simply select the questions, select the concepts and play the quiz. So this way your diagnostic is completed, right? Now what should we do now? Now that we know that who are the students who have understood, who are the students who need more support, concept clarity kahan pe hai, right? Where are the students who needs your own intervention, and what are the things you can do it? What you can do more than this is helping you spot your own this thing, like the places where you need to make sure that you focus more on. So again, weak topics and help requested is the two places where you will focus more on. And then if you go to the student wise report, you can also see individual performance. And when I see, this is Rohan Singh has all of these concepts as weak concepts. So what my action can be, I can simply go to my home tab, go to create option, go to assignments and select the student, and then assign them the concepts where the student needs more attention. Okay? So that's how you can do it. Now this is something which we usually do in a regular basis. I'm sure you might have also done it, that once you have identified the topics where the students have been giving wrong answers, you can also create a red list for you. That red list is going to be the weak topics where the student needs to focus more. It could be like a maths ka koi some maths concept or science concept. So you can make that red list and you can give weightage to that particular chapter. So I'm sure as a teacher you have the markings of every chapter, right? This chapter has 5 mark questions, or this particular chapter may have 10 marks question. So when you know the categories and when you know which topic will have the highest score attached to it, you can prioritize that. You can spend more time on those topics, and whichever topics which are very like 2-3 marks are assigned to that topic, you can take it a little bit lighter, and you can tell the students that we will study, but we will study it later on, but we need to focus on these main concepts first, so that you can start scoring higher in the classroom. So teachers, when we see Class Sathi is based on making your classroom more data driven. This is what we talk about. When your assessments are data driven, you are able to use that data to ultimately improve the learning outcome of the students. So when you know the learning outcomes are going to improve, how? Through the score, right? That's the only way. You will check the papers and you will score the students. So if you want your students to score higher, you can tell them to focus on the concepts that needs more marks, right? So that you can do from here. Then and I think one more feature which you can use, I think on a daily basis, like you don't even have to think if you are using it for an assessment or this particular teaching part, you can do it for both. It's very useful in that case is the whiteboard. I cannot stress more on this part because this is something which is universally loved right now, where you can actually come and annotate and you can explain anything on this whiteboard, and you can ask Genie to scan it, get all the different resources, and you also get a quiz on it. So if I'm taking images, videos, all of it is fine. But I also have an option to add a quiz, to play a quiz. So I can also select the quiz option, and I'll be able to get questions on cell, since I was discussing cell with the students. So I can quickly teach them and take like a 5-question assessment right away. And I can ask Genie to generate more and more questions whenever required. Okay, so that is there. So teachers, what do we understand until now? We understand that we should be able to, take the students, understand what are the diagnostic chapters that you have to focus on. We know how much time you want to focus on, or which topic you want to focus on, and which students we have to focus on. Now, what should we do with Class Sati, which is specifically revision, quizzes, practice assignments? That is very common. What do? We focus on the weak student first. We ensure that the foundation of the main concept is stronger, right? And we also focus on the average student. I think I kind of missed this part earlier, where I wanted to show you something on the report section. So when you see your class wise report, ma'am, your teachers, here you will be able to see this performance level. This is quite important. So when you see students in the need support action, this is a section, this is where you will have to focus on the foundational concepts first, so that whatever confusion they have is removed. If there are students is at grade and at approaching section, you can think of helping them with some application based question where they are a little bit more confident on it. Then above average student is something where you can start asking them exam level of question. If you follow this procedure, I'm 100% sure you'll be able to completely change the environment of your classroom through this. Yes, somebody would like to say. Okay. So yeah, teachers, that was my main feedback. If you are trying to make your classroom more robust, you can follow that. And the one more part I want to say is, I'm sure revision is something which all of you are doing very nicely, but I want you guys to remember, the revision is not only for students to remember what you were teaching them earlier, recall something on the concept, is also helping the student build confidence for the coming up exam. This is something very important, because if the students are not confident, they won't be able to feel that I can ace this exam and I can ensure that I'm going to score high. So it's your job to not only make them feel more confident, but also take Class Sati together and make it more easier for them to navigate throughout the entire exam session. So I think we are well aware of other features in the application, but I wanted to highlight the features which I've showed you right now. And there are a couple of more features which can be used again for revision, also to create your exam papers. So we have added this exam option here. So this is something which you all are going to like. So you all know we can create your own questions, but what if we give you an option where you can create an exam paper itself? So you have an option to search from your existing question bank. You can add the questions from here, filter it as per chapters, difficulty level, topics, Bloom's taxonomy. Your questions will be added here. And we also give you an option to add descriptive questions. So what you can do, you can give a simple prompt, choose the descriptive option, and you will be able to generate descriptive questions too. So your time to take assessments or revision assessments is going to increase. Why? Because you do not have to spend hours of sitting and creating your questions paper now. You can simply use Class Sati, add your questions here, and you can generate a question paper using Class Sati. You can customize the time, you can customize the fonts, you can customize how big you want to add any headers. All of that can be changed according to your liking. You can also add different sections, and then you can also use different color templates, and then you can click on the save button here. So once you've saved the exam, it's going to be under your library option, which is this booklet icon, and you can select the papers option, my exams, and you will be able to see all the papers that you have created. So if you're spending hours and hours creating your question papers, you can actually do it within a jiffy using the exam option. So you can see your question paper is ready, and you can simply use the download option and download it, take a printout, share it with your students, and then use it for revision. If you are willing to use paper and pen for revision, this could be your go-to feature. Now, how do you feel that the entire assessment that you have done the diagnosis? What is going to be your next step? Your next step is going to be understanding whether the students were able to strengthen using your diagnosis, right? So this happens even if you go to a doctor, diagnosis to ho gaya, now the doctor has given you medicine, but is the medicine actually helping you? So helping to check whether the medicines are actually helping you, what you'll have to do, you'll have to do the medicine, you have to take the medicine regularly. The same way, you will also have to use Class Sathi regularly to ensure that you get the learning outcomes. Because if you take one assessment and you just leave it, you are not going to see the best results because it's just one assessment. The student engagement will be there and the students will feel, okay, maybe I am able to answer the question. But if you keep on frequently doing weekly revision sessions like this, you will be able to see drastic change in the learning outcome. And you can do weekly quizzes, you can do monthly quizzes based on the subjects that you're going for, and you can start with easy questions first. You will focus on the building the confidence first, because that's where the students will be answering better, right? Easy question, we start with the easy questions. You can simply choose all your easy questions from our create option. I can show you that too. See, difficulty, easy. So you will have access to all your easy questions here, right? You can see easy questions. So you can simply select all your easy questions. You build their confidence. Once the students start scoring better for easy questions, you go to the another level, which is medium. So select medium questions, take another assessment, because this medium questions are going to help them clarify whatever learning gaps or whatever fixes that you would like to do. You can do it over here. And once the students have aced our easy and medium section, you can go ahead and start asking hard questions. So this is where you are going to make them exam ready, right? You are checking the readiness of the students by asking them hard questions. And I also suggest that we start using the student application, because it is not only going to support the student in revising, but it's also going to help them track their own improvement. So imagine if because on the student application, the student can see their own report. If I'm a student and I see that I'm scoring very low in linear equation, I will go back home or ask my mother or father or a tuition teacher, any guardian, and say ki I am scoring low in linear equation. I'm not able to score higher. So help me out. And to help them out, we not only have the question bank, we also have a powerful AI, Sathi Genie there. So the student can keep on asking question to Sathi tutor, and then the tutor is going to give them responses based on their questions. If we keep on following this assessment revisions in the classroom, homework in the classroom, that is going to be one of the most helpful activity, because it is going to reduce the fear within all the students. Because when a student is scoring low and it starts scoring little bit higher, it creates a sense of happiness, and it reduces the exam fear. It makes them feel, okay, my progress is visible. That's why I might be able to score higher now. So the positive mindset will come into all your students, and ultimately they'll start answering higher. And when your revision feels very purposeful, when you are able to show your students that this is why you have to revise, I'm sure there will be no stupid repetitions of the students saying that, no sir, no ma'am, today I don't want to take a test. This will not be that. They will genuinely be happy and they will take all of their assessments very seriously. But for that to happen, you'll have to ensure that you keep on doing it again and again. So after some days, they understand what change is happening, right? So yeah. And I think one of the other important thing is the objective is basically to support the weak student, but we'll have to support them without labeling them. without letting them know that they are weaker in this particular concept, you'll have to make it very discreet and anonymous, and you'll have to teach them. Maybe few of the students may feel, why teacher is repeating one concept again and again. So you don't do that. You simply assign homework to that student. You select that student and assign that student that topic where the student have been answering wrong, and just ask them to revise. Based on their homework, you'll be able to see the progress. It's that easy, right? And for all our teachers who will be following this procedure, that they take assessment, they diagnose using the report section, generate their quizzes, it's going to privately identify the student's struggle. Privately identify, not, we don't have to show it to everyone that this student is not scoring on this particular part. The student will be able to see their own progress on the student application. The teacher can privately assign them homework, and they can assign like a generic homework for all the students. I can select all the students, and I can assign a homework to everybody. Along with that, I will assign a separate private homework to the students who need more attention, right? And by this way, you're not only offering an extra support, but you're also adjusting the pace of the student, adjusting to the pace in such a way that they are not even feeling overwhelmed, that why am I being cornered by the teacher in front of everybody in the classroom. So that particular feeling also helps them build confidence in the class. Apart from that, like on a side outside of class, that if you're teaching on a general way, you can also make small groups in the class, assign them some activity related to different concept, use whiteboard for your revision, and you focus on improvement, not on comparison. Of course, your main work revolves around who is a weak student, who is a strong student, but we do not have to compare them. We just need to give them the support that they need and bring all of them at the same level. So yeah, that's basically my thoughts on revision. And I think if we follow this in January, that is, we identify or diagnose where the topics needs more focus on. February, we follow the process, we repeat the process again and again. Why? Because we want to build the strength in February, and March is where the exams are going to be, and March is where our students are going to perform what we have practiced, what we have strengthened, and that's where we'll be able to see the highest learning outcome ever. So with that, I'll stop sharing my screen, and I'll open I'll open the panel for questions. So teachers, if you have any questions, any doubt, feel free to ask it.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Yes, ma'am.
We have attended this class, Sati, for quite a few times now, and as you mentioned about the revision, so class Sati is actually that feature that my students love, rather descriptive exam. So they are more into, you just let them know that even if it is a surprise test, they're actually more eager to attend. And we are using most of the features, and since it's the revision time, so they are actually looking forward that every day would be a Sati test.
It's very happy to hear that, ma'am. We are really grateful that teachers like you are taking that initiative and giving them the chance to enjoy while learning. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Hello, Miss Aishwarya.
Yes, sir.
It is the same thing here. We have been using all the features, especially the tests, keep on going to the students even from standard 1. In a smaller form or bigger form, and we'll select students according to their level of understanding. We select students, test them and review, and the students go crazy about doing this test, especially the clickers in the classrooms. And also they are always eager. They said even the tuition times or extra coaching at home, they ask for a timing which is easier for them to attend the test. And they feel good when they do the course, whether it's low or high. And also, I'm sure the school where I am, all the teachers are using this, and we have regularly been using, even schedule the teachers to use it on a regular basis is really a good one, which makes the students learn better.
Absolutely, sir. I think the main objective is to ensure that the repetitive assessment is going to help them in revision, and that revision is going to be discrete. Like, you are not making any comparison there that you are scoring low, that's why we are doing it. Yeah. So that makes it more engaging and more fun. Thank you so much, sir, for your feedback. Yes, anybody else would like to ask anything, share anything, we'd be happy to hear.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Rekha ma'am.
Students are also very eager and waiting for the class Sati classes in our school also. They are eager. They come and remind us whenever there is Sati. Previous day only they will tell, ma'am, tomorrow we have class Sati program. So they are to that level, they are very eagerly waiting for the classes. We are also conducting the classes regularly, very nicely. Now, since all the portions are covered, this helps a lot in revision of the concept, whatever they have learned. And one thing I wanted to clarify is, in the revision sets which we are using, are they the same questions which were already there in the chapter sets or a different set already?
It depends on the number of questions that you're selecting, ma'am. So usually on the chapter sets, what we do is the best question within that chapter, like I mentioned earlier, it will cover all the main concepts. So if ever, let's say there's a chapter, there are some around like definitions, main concepts which the student has to understand within that chapter. That will be there with the students. That will be there in the chapter sets. If you're using revision sets, let's say you select 5 questions for one chapter. In that case, whatever the top 5, whichever the top relevant 5 questions will be there, that will help them understand that concept, that will be covered within that chapter. In that course.
Okay. Ma'am, one more thing was, for languages, we have prepared our own quizzes,
questions.
Right?
Yes,
it was not there before. Chapter sets were not there. So for that, is it possible to prepare a revision set, or should it be made separately, or is there any feature for selection?
Are you talking about Kannada, ma'am? Kannada subject?
Actually, I'm handling Hindi. So for Hindi, every chapter I have prepared a quiz already. If I have to do revision in that, should a separate set be prepared, or
yes, ma'am.
Since choose from the existing chapters.
Yes. I'll show you, ma'am. So for Hindi, what you can do is you can use Genie in that case, or generate your own question also. So if I have to create questions in Hindi, what process will I follow? I'll go to my profile first. Okay, change the language to Hindi. You can see the entire application has become Hindi right now. Then I will create a quiz. So if I use any Genie option here, let's say if I give a prompt and if I generate question now, all the questions that will be generated will be in Hindi only. So if you're spending time in creating Hindi questions, ma'am, I recommend using Genie option. It's way more faster. Or one more thing you can do is you can also use a document option, ma'am. So if you have a question bank, it has 1 question, 4 option, or you can download a template over here and you can add the questions to that template and upload it. It's going to generate the questions for you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So you try it out. If you have any queries while using that, just drop me a message or call me. I'll help you out now.
Okay, ma'am. We tried using a document before, but the questions were not exactly matching the previous.
Yeah.
Maybe we
now
should
we have
put
updated
a question
it.
bank or something is better, no? Question bank would be better.
Yeah. So you can try that, ma'am. You can share the document with me one time. I'll record my screen and send it to you how you can use it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Alright. Thank you, Rekha, ma'am.
Any other questions or any other feedback or anything that anybody wants to share?
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Ma'am, I am Syed Sabjan from the Hyderabad Public School, Kadapa.
Hello,
Namaste.
sir.
So,
Thank you for joining.
ma'am, I want to request you, ma'am. A lot of content is related to science and other subjects. For basic Hindi grammar, at least it is a standard. No,
Mhm.
if you provide that thing, at least it is useful to us.
Yeah, so we have gotten a similar feedback from a lot of schools, so we will look into it. So we are into discussion. So surely we'll be able to do something about it. It's part of our roadmap, but I cannot give you a guarantee that it's going to happen tomorrow. So it will take some time, sir, but we'll definitely work on it. Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So the attendance form is put up on the chat box. Please don't miss to fill it up. I'm sharing it again. Yeah, of course it's 6:30, but we're still here for another 5 minutes. If anybody else want to share anything at all, please feel free to do it. The certificates will all reach. So, for all those who have missed adding your attendance for today's session, the form is up there in the chat box. Please feel free to click on the form and fill in your details so that we'll be able to send in your digital certificates to your email ID. You will also receive the link to the recording session so that you can go back and revisit it whenever you want to, or share it with your other teachers who were not able to attend this particular session for today. You can use the chat box to share your feelings as well. How do you feel the session went on? If there's anything that's in particular that you want to see, or you want us to conduct sessions upon, so that you can drop that also in the chat box. We'll take a note of it and we'll plan sessions accordingly. Aishwarya, a lot of thank yous are raining in the chat box.
I think I am the one who is supposed to say thank you to all of you for being part of this session. See, we love to do this session because there is not a platform where we get a chance to bring all the teachers across India at one place and talk about things that actually matter to all of us. And as educators, I know all of you want to, since you are part of the Sathi family, I know all of you also have this feeling that you want to do something better. You want to bring innovation in your classroom. You want to make sure that you give the best to your students. So when all of us are at the same mindset, and all of us are coming together to discuss same things, I feel this is where I love talking and I love spending time with you guys. So I am the one who is most thankful of all. So thank you everybody. It means a lot for all your appreciation and attendance.
Thank you so much once again to all the teachers who've joined the session. Have a great weekend ahead. We'll meet again in the next month with module 6